we are back to the headboard DIY. I have obviously been working on this on and off for a very long time. If I don't finish by the end of the year, come January, this DIY will be 2 years old, and I'm not going to allow that to happen. This video originally was supposed to be part 3, like final installation of the headboard. Part 1 was how to make the panels. Part 2 was how to install. I did show how you would go about doing this without the final nails in the wall to have it actually up and on the wall. And today, part 3 was supposed to be the final video, like install of the headboard. It's not, but for good reason. I feel as though the rest of the room would look super dingy if I just did this headboard. So naturally, I made a whole project out of it. And this video is actually going to be part 1 on the guest bedroom makeover, which includes this headboard. So I started filming for this video in August. It's now October. So I'm going to take you back to see how I made the final panels for the headboard. And then also my mother was visiting a couple weeks ago and we painted and started some wallpaper. So this is part 1 of the guest bedroom makeover and the 3rd installment of headboard content that you're gonna see. Let's get to it. When I last shared footage of this headboard, I needed to create more panels. The original 16 by 20 panels that I had were great, but the wall was slightly bigger than the previous wall that I was planning for before we moved. So I had to create 2 10-inch wide by 16-inch long panels, and that's what I'm doing here. Using the trusty turkey knife, the electric kitchen knife, to cut the foam. Highly recommend. It leaves very little residue and it gives very, very clean cuts. This one's from Walmart. I think it's like $15, honestly. So definitely need that in your DIY toolkit. All right, last 4. Haven't done this in 3 months, and I think that's the best corner I've ever done. I'm like not even trying to overthink it and just do it. If you'd like to see the specifics on how to make these panels, check out my DIY headboard part 1 video linked below. Not bad. Without fail, I always either run out of staples or the compressor pressure gets too low, or both. Small panels are done. So it's actually been months since the last piece of footage you've seen in this video. It's now October, but today my mother and I are tackling this project and finishing it because she's visiting and her guest room needs to be worthy of her visit. Hello, Rigsby. My mother and I are going right now to the hardware store to get some supplies so we can actually finish this guest bedroom. Once getting past all of the insane Halloween decor and even Christmas decor and getting distracted by these cute little buckets, we headed over to the paint section. Our mission was successful as we were able to color match the headboard fabric color as well as the background of the wallpaper that I picked out, both from Valspar at Lowe's, and it's olive marinade, and the dark color from the headboard is wood pigeon. And from there, we just picked up all the other supplies.
So where does the paint need to go up to? Above that line?
I'm thinking like
there.
here. actually, I think it doesn't matter because what we should do, I know what we should do. We paint this, and sure, we can have this so it just, we don't go too crazy, but then when we do the wallpaper, we just bring the wallpaper right to there.
Yeah,
and then it's like,
yeah,
so
it's
if
fine.
you see behind it, it's just the wallpaper.
Yeah.
Okay, so we will do that. So it doesn't actually matter if it's, which is perfect because I'm like not trying to do, I love DIYs where like the intricacy of them and like the accuracy is like we want it to look nice, but like I'm not trying to do like some sort of like multiplication table to figure out if it's gonna work.
You don't need to solve for the area under the room.
Yeah, exactly. We are going to paint behind the headboard. So if there's any inconsistencies where there might be like little gaps between the panels, it'll be a dark green. It's actually wood pigeon. Just a quart of paint of wood pigeon. Eggshell. For Mom, if you are making that sound, that is going to be in the background and me talking to my fans. Okay, wood pigeon is the color that's going up on the wall behind the headboard. So we don't have to be super accurate with this because it's literally just so if there are gaps between the panels, you just see more dark green. Now that this color's on the wall, I'm like, this is going to be a perfect match. Do I paint this?
No.
You don't think? On the underside? Because they're going to sit in front of it.
Oh, you could. Yeah, that's true. You could.
I will. And I'm not being super precise because this is all going to be hidden by the actual headboard. But just to get a good layer on. What is she doing out there? Where is she going? My mother is now in the backyard. Where is she going? I'm so excited I'm actually doing this though. Like this project has been literal years in the making. This dog is laying on the back porch couch, just relaxing. While we are
Working hard.
This color is Olive Marinade, also by Valspar. And what we did was we brought the wallpaper to the hardware store and color matched it. So this isn't a custom color, it legitimately was on the shelf and it matches so perfectly. So that is what's gonna go up on the walls for the rest of this room. I love this color.
It's gonna be a little sunshiny.
Oh, it's so cute. Well, oh, that does look good. Oh my God, yay!
Look how, so far, all we've painted is stuff that's going to be covered up.
Yes, that is so true. It's so funny to see the way that you painted. Not that I was like super careful, but you can tell two different people painted.
That I'm less careful.
You just got a lot of big brush strokes. So now that can all dry and we'll move to the rest of the walls. Paint those green. And then we can do wallpaper after that. As I mentioned before, I just wanted to get a clean coat of paint on these walls. I think it's been years since they have been painted. And this green not only matches the wallpaper, but it's a really great companion to all the red tones in the wood. It looks much darker on camera.
Also, it'll dry later.
Yeah. Don't worry, our site safety supervisor is on duty. All right, paint is done, or at least the first coat. So wallpaper is going up on that wall, and the headboard panels will cover that dark green. Pull it down another couple inches. Okay. So I did struggle with the wallpaper, hence why it's not complete yet. I do think a lot of it has to do with this is the first time I've ever done wallpaper before. I didn't realize that there was requirements for repeats of patterns. For this one, it's 21 inches, so I've learned a lot, but in the next video, you'll see the final wallpaper installation. You can see some of my lessons learned there. Which is annoying because I already cut this.
Just pull it up a little bit, see if we see.
No, it's got to be pulled down.
I know, but pull the paper.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
And then kind of.
Oh. Like, look, like this top line is completely matched up.
Yep.
And it's just like a tiny bit bigger. Like, I just think it might.
Hang on, I've been cut exactly straight.
Yeah, maybe this one. See, what the? How is it that far off? Like, that's pissing me off. Like, look at how far off that.
You can't see it from here, but
Yeah.
So that's okay. This right here is matching.
But it also could just be this is also the first time I've ever done wallpaper. Matthew swooped in to the rescue to help me with this wallpaper. We were having trouble getting them to line up, but fun fact, Caroline, the owner of Funky Paper Co., will reprint panels for you if you find that they are not lining up.
how sold are you on that? I think that's.
I mean, you hardly even tried and that lined like right up, so I do think, and then we can pass with that top piece. I did end up having to order more wallpaper because I didn't know about the 21-inch repeating pattern. I didn't have enough. I physically had enough wallpaper for the square footage, but not enough for the actual pattern to keep repeating. So lesson learned there. As you can see, got a little tripped up on the wallpaper. I learned a lot of hard lessons, but good lessons about wallpaper, including the repeat of the pattern. This one's 21 inches, didn't know that. I just thought like you can just order the wallpaper for the square footage of the space, but really you need to make sure that you have enough of the repeating pattern. So it, in some cases, means that you need to buy more wallpaper than what the square footage requires based on that repeat pattern. Learned that the hard way, that's okay. I actually have more wallpaper from Funky Paper Co. So thank you, Funky Paper Co., for sending this along so quickly. That was fantastic. If you ever order from her and you have an issue where it's not lining up, like we did in the beginning, if it doesn't line up perfectly, she ends up reprinting it for you, which is so fantastic. So definitely a small business to support. So I'm gonna leave this video here. And this next video is going to be the final guest bedroom makeover / headboard installation. So I'm literally going to turn off this video and then I'm just going to start the next one and do the intro. So I hope to see you in the next one and you'll get the full 360 reveal of what this bedroom is going to look like. Thank you so much for watching. And if you feel inclined, please subscribe, like, comment. I very much appreciate it. Bye.